read a little bit of an article. I didn't get to finish it because the baby was crying, but I read an article on ESPN talking about how Allen was not willing to let any of his talent go when it seemed like they weren't able to attract free agents this year. Like they wanted to get Dwight Howard, I guess. So then they did end up maybe overpaying for some of those guys. I really like the way Crabbe plays, but I don't watch him on a day-to-day basis. And I know he got a pretty big contract. Then Turner's kind of a unique player that he's a very defensive player, gets a lot of rebounds, but doesn't play like a traditional shooting guard. And we have a pretty good match going here with Swishers. He leaves Carmelo open. As is usual with me and Carmelo, we just get a lot of iron, but we're fortunate to get that one to go down, and we're up 9-12. Manny Boy hitting us with the post up and the fadeaway with Bosch. We get the stop. So I'm pretty impressed just on the first blush here with this Harper. I think I'll keep him in the lineup for a while and let Wall stay on the bench. I really like the Wall because he can dunk so well and he's so fast, but his three-point shooting leaves a little something to be desired. And then if I happen to get a couple other point guards or a couple other smalls, that lack of size can certainly hurt you depending who you're paired up against. We drive it in, and I'm trying to kick it out. I throw it to a player that's out of bounds. And Swishers drops it in on me with Lillard. He's got 11 of his 13 points here with Lillard. Going to try to set up a three in the game winner. We get the kick in, the kick out to Paul, but he's just inside the line. Carmelo gets the rebound. I was already in the shot motion a little too early with Harper. Not a good shot. And Swishers has a shot to beat us. Bosch for three in the win. He knocks it down. Not my best effort there at the end. We get 102 MT. We'll see what we get on the board, and we'll hop into another play. Yeah, Millsap would be pretty good on your guys' team, I think. He would give you that interior presence and balance out the roster. Let's see here. I haven't seen a lot of Harkles. I do remember him looking pretty athletic last time the Warriors matched up against the Trailblazers, and I'm sure you know the Blazers' talent quite a bit better than I do, so I will defer to you and agree with you that they should be making some moves to add a little bit more size and balance out that roster. On the pick board, we're going to get Rex Chapman and Sam Decker. I'm going to pause the stream for just a second to go ahead and make sure I got in. And we're back. Odin was such a talented player and didn't work out for you guys. And then you got Festus this offseason. I was kind of hoping Festus would find a way to stay with Golden State, but he's been injured. And I know Festus was trying to give a speech about playing hard the other day, and I think it was McCollum told him to pipe down. You know, with Festus not having played a minute for you guys yet, he really isn't in a position to step up as the leader of the club. So I'm sure it's a little bit frustrating for Blazers fans to see a couple bigs not work out for him. Hopefully Festus will get healthy. He's a pretty athletic shot blocker, and he's a decent five. We're going to be paired up against Ruby LeBron, Nick Anderson, and Jerry Lucas. My opponent has the edge in talent. Maybe the guy that I just played, because Swishers had the same team logo. And he's going to have a pretty big talent gap against me. I think Decker probably plays the right. I don't recall having that one before. I know the Chapman plays well. And Marion should do a decent job for us on defense on LeBron, if that's who he gets paired against. Oh, man. Brandon Roy was such a talented player, and it's like his career was just so short. It's really a shame that he had so many injury issues. Yeah, Indian, I do stream nightly. Get on around 9 p.m. here on the West Coast, and I stream till about 4 a.m. That's the time my wife gets a chance to sleep, and I take care of the baby, and then I go to sleep, and she takes care of him as we get adjusted to being parents. And good luck with your FIFA matches. I also play FIFA. If you ever want to get together and play a friendly, we can stream it or we can just have fun. I don't have a great club, but I still enjoy the game. I used to play it quite a bit more, but this year I've just been more into the NBA2K and Madden. So thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the friendship and you adding me. And we'll see you tomorrow evening if you're around. If not, we'll see you just on down the road. And we get the rebound and open look to Marion. Got that corner badge on Marion, so he's able to connect and knock it down for us. Looks like Decker is our biggest player, so we'll be defending with him against Lucas. That Lucas is kind of a monster to play against. And sure enough, he goes around me for the dunk. Yeah, I used to be okay at FIFA, but my skills have eroded. I always play with Italy-only squads because I have an Italian ethnic background. And Italy just isn't that good internationally anymore. So my FIFA Ultimate Team just is full of slow Italian players, and I just haven't enjoyed it as much as getting into these game modes on my team and Madden Ultimate Team. But I'm sure you play well. You play 2K very well, so you're probably just being humble. We'll have to get together sometime when you got a spare moment and meet up on a FIFA match. And we got Chapman driving in, kicking out to Shawn Marion. Trying to get some open shots here against Swishers. He obviously plays a pretty good game. We lost to him on the last game. He put together a nice comeback. And he's doing a good job defending on me here. We just have to chuck it up off the rebound. Excuse me, on the missed shot. He gets the rebound. And he hits the long shot in transition. With LeBron, we're down a point, and Chapman drops it off the knee of his opponent, giving up a dunk in transition. We're down by 2. LeBron shoving Marion back. Trying to get a screen set up here, but it's getting late in the shot clock. Just going to have to get off what I can. And Marion does find a way to get a dunk for me. Ruby LeBron has a pretty good outside shot. We'll just let Marion try to handle him with the computer defense. He whips it into Lucas, out for 3. With Nick Anderson, that's not who we want to leave open. And we're down by 3 points. Chapman moves around the defense. Probably should have just took the lay-in. We will take the dunk the next time around with Chapman. And we're down by 2. Going to have to find a way to string together a couple defensive stops here. He had a pretty deep position there with Jerry Lucas. I'm surprised he kicked out. And we end up committing the foul with 5 seconds on the shot clock, giving him more time and another start of his offense. Got to wait for the computer to go track down the ball. LeBron loses the handle to Marion. We got a double team. looking around for the open shooter, but we get fouled before we get it to him. Chapman's been able to get around Anderson a couple times in this match. We'll see if we can't get a screen. Well, Marion cuts for us, and we'll take that for the lay-in. We're down a point. Like to beat Swishers to even up this back-to-back matchup. He got us in the last game by a couple points. As I user defend against LeBron, I get smoked, and he throws down the dunk. Chapman right around Nick Anderson. That seems to be our best matchup so far, as Chapman gets another easy bucket. We have, I guess it's Sam Decker on Lucas. Thought Lucas would be coming on the inside. Instead, I give up a long 2, and we're down by 3. Trying to set up an outside shot. Opponent's doing a good job of not coming on the double team and leaving me open. Throw the lob to Marion. That gets slapped away by LeBron. But we'll maintain possession with 8 seconds left on the shot clock. We're just going to fade away with Chapman. He banks it down. And we're down by 2. Looking for a stop and a 2-pointer. Pull this to even. He's walking it up like he's got nowhere to go. Lucas out to LeBron. LeBron's open off the double team. He's open again off the double team. And we get the miss both times. But he maintains possession for a third opportunity here. Out to Lucas. Lucas and LeBron with a 2-man game. The screen. Lucas is open underneath. We get a deflection, and we get the turnover. We wait for Chapman to join us in the front court. Try a screen game of our own. We got Decker underneath. Bad pass. It takes forever to get there. Lucas forces us to miss it. Probably should have passed out of that. And we're back on defense. Anderson from the corner knocking it down. We're in a bad spot. Down 4. We're going to have to shoot some threes. Chapman from deep. Not able to get it in. We get the offensive rebound. Marion from deep. And that'll bounce around and in. We'll need a couple more stops and baskets to pull out a win here. Works it into Nick Anderson. Lucas for the win. It's good. Swishers gets us again. Maybe we'll catch him again tonight and hopefully have a better result. We pick up 94 MT, and we'll see what's on the pick board. We get one selection here. And we'll take this one. And it's 500 MT. Certainly could do worse. On to the next match. We got Amthest. Amthest. James Harden. He's going to be paired with a gold card. It's D'Angelo Russell. And rounding out the squad, it won't be a pink diamond, but it's another Amthest. And it's Dwight Howard. I played against Howard the other night. Good friend named Fresh to Death City has him in his lineup. And that Howard seems like he's pretty much a beast. So we'll get a try with him ourselves and see how he plays. We're searching for matches. And we're paired up. See who we get to play against. We have a pretty good squad. Playing against Draymond, Rudy Gay, and Ruby Jimmy Butler. Don't know how many Butlers there are in this game. I think that's 5 that I've seen. I know there's an Emerald and a Sapphire. ruby, amethyst, and diamond.